looking. It's time for another garden update. I got miso. I have lemons starting to grow. These are doing much better up the back. I've given them a feed and whatnot. They were previously not very happy. So my potatoes are going very well. I had to put over some netting and more netting to save them from the whitefly and other bugs that were eating them. Like there's a few eaten leaves, but overall they just look amazing. I have some more potatoes over here, and then a wee kumara, which my mum gave me from her kitchen. So I got that going. I have started to trail the cucumbers up every couple of days. Lots of flowers. I saw a lot of bees on here yesterday, and then I just noticed today my first tiny little cucumber. These are gherkin cucumbers, so I will be pickling these and keeping them relatively small. So this is very exciting. I do have under here, some onions. They are kind of covered by these leaves, but I'm just going to leave them and see how they do anyway. And my carrots that I was not prepared for, nor prepped the soil for, so let's see how that goes. I plan to do a much better job next time. I have my chives here, my beans here. These ones I grew from seed and they've just started to throwing out some beans, which is cool. They're doing much better than the store-bought ones. I have some tomatoes that are growing very well now and started to fruit. Over here, more pole beans. I've tried to get these ones to trail up, but they're not doing it so far, but these ones are. I do have some beans growing, and we have been eating them. I probably get about a handful or two each day. And then down here, if I can focus in the right direction. We've had a lot of new growth on this one. It was in very poor condition when I bought it. But yeah, it's very pretty. I love the leaves. And you can see that there's a little pepper growing there, and they're green and white, the outside of it. So the peppers I think should be red, but they do have a stripe through it. I'm excited to see how they grow. I have some radish growing around here. I thought I'd fill up some of the spots that I had bare. And I have a chili, and the eggplant is thrown out a flower, which is cool. I'm not too sure how this is going to turn out, but I've just kind of left her. So over here, we do have 3 butternuts growing here and there. Everything else is not going so well on it. It did get powdery mildew. We've had some terrible weather. I have been spraying it to try to keep it at bay. So I will remove these leaves and give it another spray. It's just so humid. The rain's on and off, then it's sunny, and we've had 98% humidity, so that's not helped. But we're still growing. We've still got some females coming through, so I'm hoping some of them actually mature a little bit more so I can have them pollinate. But yeah, we're growing. Look, at the end of this I have 3 butternut pumpkins. I'm pretty happy. This one is a very good size. I'm very proud of this one. This one stopped at that size. She looks alright, so I'm kind of just rolling with that. But if I get through at the end of this, it's 3 more than I've ever grown before. A lot of leaves have come off from the powdery mildew, but look, let's just see how that goes. Down here we have the rosemary growing and some lettuce. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or they're just not that fast growing, but I feel like they're always this size. I mean, this one's getting quite large. Not quite large, but big enough. But yeah, I'm just going to see how they go. Again, we have some more strawberries growing. So, again, see how they go. After all the rain, they've kind of become a bit happier. And then I have been transplanting some for my best friend for her new place, so I should be able to cut them off soon enough. I think I'm going to add in a few more of the mother plants, but almost reaching, so we'll see how that goes. Then I have a bunch of seedlings, my peas, I've got my Brussels sprouts back here. I have got some silver beets. This is the rainbow chard. I have some kale, some radishes that need to be planted out. They've kind of gone a little bit leggy. I'm not too sure why, but anyway, it is what it is. I will try again. And some beetroot. Some of this is going to my daughter's daycare, or my daughter and son's daycare, as they have a veggie garden, so I shall be donating some. Hi Miso. Hi. You just follow me around all day. I've got a blueberry plant here, which is just looking so lovely. I did put it into a bigger tub now. It isn't a dwarf, so it will grow a bit bigger. I should be able to keep it in a pot though. And then I'm going to get another dwarf plant and see how that goes. I still got basil. It is starting to want to flower, so I will cut all the tops off that just so I can keep going. Some parsley and thyme. And down here, these are more of my grasses. I've just split up and put into multiple trays. They were sitting in the sun for ages unattended to, so they're still alive. And then in here I have some more onions which will go to daycare, and some lettuce that will go to daycare, and then mint that I've been nurturing back to life. Not that it needed nurturing, but it just needed a new pot and some water. But yes, that's it for today, I suppose. I'm very excited to see how the butternut squash and the gherkins go, because I will be doing some pickling with my best friend from her mum's brine recipe.